let's have a look at some Pokemon cards here. The gold Lucario looks like a gold blob. The Rainbow Charizard looks like they forgot to throw in the main colors and throw in a gradient just to finish their homework. The red Victini looks like a red photocopy of a magazine scan. The most expensive card, the Illustrated Pikachu, looks like a middle school student homework. What do all this cost you? A kidney? A house? Your future children? Your sanity? Base Charizard though, the art looks really cool here. So let's talk more about trading cards in this video. Yes everyone, Kochi Caturteer in the house here, and welcome to the Caturteer-Channel here. I'm a full-time illustrator and animator, and on this channel I share more about, the story times of my life, the background work that happens when we do our creative jobs and all, and also some commentary on the state of the world and things that interest me. So if you're interested in this sort of stuff from a creative like me, please subscribe. And let's get on to the main content. Pokemon cards were part of my childhood, but they were never my biggest love. Base set cards looks mostly lazy to me. Like most of the base set cards, let's be honest, it looks like they took the guidebook, cut out the pictures, and then just slap it on the card and, hey guys, this is now a Pokemon card. It was actually kind of really disappointing to see most of the cards. Yes, there's some really, really unique ones, like those 3D Magnemite card, I think. Alright, where I don't mean like the card is in 3D, but the artwork was done in 3D programs and all. It was interesting, but it just didn't hit that itch of me of looking for good artwork. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Masters, Digimons, they had better card art, and I really love them so much more. Like, you look at the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, damn, that magician looks so good. Alright, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician Girl, she's so cute. It's just this sort of little things that I think the card art really stands out so much better to me. So if you notice one thing about me, card art is really important. Each card feels like a mini art print. Putting in a binder, you can actually make like a personal art book. So, there's this card game called Wise Swatch, the anime card game. So when it first came out, I gravitated to Sengoku Basara. Because, there was so many cool artworks. Alright, I got some displayed down here. Look at the artworks, they look so good. As compared to anime screenshots. I think it's here a difference in how I look at the card sometimes. Like, I want more than anime screenshots. I want more than, lazy copy and paste art. I want some amazing art like this. Alright? So another game that I really got into and all was actually Crusade System Games. They have so many amazing exclusive card art. Alright, look at all the Mazinger. Look at all the Macross. Oh my god, the amount of art they had inside was so good. And there's also another, trading card that I did buy like a couple of stuff from it. It's called Ranger Strike because of Kamen Rider Kiva. Then again, when we are talking about trading cards, there's one trading card that, really, it's a trading card game that really stood out to me. It's called Queen's Blade. Because when I first saw the, Queen's Blade art, I was like, oh my god, this is so cute. The art is amazing. Alright, then as I bought some booster packs, I bought the deck, and then I was like, something's really wrong with this series. The girl seems to be losing their clothes. Then was, around when I discovered this thing called hentai. Well, we'll talk more about it another time. Anyway, card art is always really important to me. And you know what got me into this whole rant right now? This mischievous full art rare. I do not know what's the difference here. But look at this amazing mischievous card. It looks so good. I actually saw this when I was actually at a card shop. I was like, oh my god, this card is so pretty. How much does it cost? $5? Okay. The biggest thing I hate about TCG is the bulk cards, because so many bulk cards have amazing art. Alright, yes, you may say, okay, this is a common card, but damn, the art looks amazing. So just because they're not rare, they're not hard to get, they have no value. And the worst part is, these people, they buy like packs by the thousands, by the hundreds, I don't know. And then when I go to the card shop, I see inside the dustbin, oh my god, all this amazing artwork just thrown away. Like it really hurts me to see such amazing art pieces just getting thrown away in the dustbin just because they are common. you know, that's when Mama Cat complains, Kochi, why do you keep so many cards at home? Well, those are all the, you know, common repeated cards. Why do you refusing to throw them away? Because I don't want to throw away amazing artworks. Okay, maybe I'm a hoarder that way, but these artworks just look so good sometimes, alright? So a lot of times where, you know, new boosters comes out, I actually do something called dumpster diving, alright? I dig the dustbins of the card shops for amazing arts. Commons that feel undervalued. Yeah, it's so wasted. I get free cards, but still, it's so wasted. And think of it on a global scale, alright? Alright, this is global wastage. Yeah. How many cards go in the landfill just because they're common cards? I don't know, it just feels so weird. It just feels so what was the term? Post-apocalyptic? Dystopian. Yes, the word is dystopian. Yeah, it just feels so dystopian to see so many cards just thrown away, going to landfills and just be gone. People complain about AI, crypto, NFTs. Why isn't anyone complaining about destroying the environment by saying all these amazing cards and artworks into the landfill? Just because they are commons. I was like, to preserve one expensive card, you throw away 500 unwanted cards. You know, it just doesn't make sense. Right? They can say, just to have one NFT to function, you need to burn how much energy. Isn't that the same thing? Maybe on a smaller scale, but on a physical scale at the same time? Well, it just feels so weird. It just feels like, is TCGs just bad? Yeah. Value no longer lies in the effort and the quality of the art anymore, because if it's not full art, no value. Just because it's not Charizard and the art is just a Zubat, no value. Even though Zubat is stronger than Charizard, because, you know, all of us probably got Zubat PTSD from going through the caves in the OG Pokemon games, but Charizard doesn't give you such PTSD. That's why Zubat is so much stronger. And as an illustrator myself, I find it so hard to value art, alright? Because alpha is always unseen. Appreciation is always subjective. No, it's always about monetary value, how much you can sell your art for. And BS like Logan crap, alright, just makes everything worse. I'm so sorry, yeah. At least for TCGs, I think it's ruined by the rapid rise of Pokemon card popularity. People are just looking at, oh, what card sells? And so many cards go to waste just for these investors to earn money and fill up the landfill with Pokemon cards at the same time. The art value in the cards are ruined. TCGs, though, have created some new things. For the longest time, we've lost our third spaces. We go to work, we go to home. Though, for me at least, the two are literally the same thing, because I literally work in my bedroom, I sleep in my bedroom, I do everything in my bedroom. Alright, the popularity of TCGs has led me to rediscover card shops, tournaments, community gatherings, even more tokusatsu fans, and recently also Beyblade. So I felt like, you know, on one end, yes, we have a global wastage of cards going in the dustbin, arts are not being valued anymore, but the amazing part about TCG is it somehow creates this social environment that was actually lost, especially after the pandemic. We literally lost a lot of this social gatherings and environments, and I think trading cards, or at least trading card games in general, are some of the things that really make me rediscover this platforms, me rediscover this joys of actually meeting people, having a third space other than home and work. Yeah. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below here. And if you want to hear more of my thoughts about, like, you know, Pokemon in general and all, please do check out this video over here. Alright, well, I was talking more about the Pokemon 30th anniversary. And also at the same time, alright, if you'd like to hear more storytime content like this and all, please remember to subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in the next one, yeah!